Hi, everyone. Wow, no one say hello to me except Jun Tao.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Jun Fai. Wow, only three people. Hi, Renee. Hi, Safira. Hi, Donna. Hi, Jen. Hello. Hello, Eric. Okay, um, so this is Kertas Amali 2021. Okay, so I use past year to discuss with you so that you all can see. But I cannot give you this. I scared it's sensitive. So just check here. Okay, so this is the paper you will get. First of all, okay, you will have candidate checklist and then got English and BM lah. BM first, then BI. Okay, so normally it's like that. They'll tell you you are not allowed to work with apparatus in first 15 minutes. This is last time one. Now I think they changed to 5 minutes already. So you just read the instruction. They got a little bit slightly changed. So this one I'm not sure. So you just read instruction. So this period is used to check the apparatus list. Read the question and plan the experiment which is carried out. Mark in the box provided to check the material and apparatus prepared and supplied. So for example, if here got 7 things, so please check into your tray. Do you have spring? Do you have retort stand and clamp? Do you have metal rule? Do you have needle? Do you have plasticine? Do you have weight hanger? Do you have slotted slotted weight? Okay, then you can read at least they will give you a diagram how to set up your experiment. Okay, so for example, you are going to carry out an experiment to investigate the relationship between the mass and the slotted weight and the extension of metal spring X. Okay, so what would be the possible question you ask your friend? I don't know. Not so sure. Okay, I cannot tell anything. Okay, let's say it's about elastic. Okay, so you are going to investigate the relationship between the mass of the slotted weight and the extension of the metal spring X. Okay, so once you see the questions, you please try to figure out what law is it and then what formula is it. Okay, so obviously got spring, it will be Hooke's law lah. Hooke's. Then formula is F equals to Kx. And actually from the formula, we can get how do we draw the graph. For physics, every 99% of experiments, we must draw graph. Because from graph only we can know it's directly proportional or inversely proportional. Okay, so normally is F equals to Kx. Okay, the gradient is K, spring constant. Okay, but here got something you need to be careful because when we do our experiment, if you check back your experiment you have done before, Sorry, chapter 1. Okay, never mind. Chapter 1. You will find out because F is easier to be controlled, easier to be manipulated. So you'll find out the experiment we have done is we use F or mass, okay, on x-axis. Normally x-axis would be our MV, manipulated variable, and y-axis would be our RV. So our x would be our RV. Okay. Since formula like this, but the graph we have done like this. So actually the gradient here is what? The gradient here is 1 over k. Okay, so let's say if they ask to find k constant. So you need to make sure k equals 1 over your gradient, right? Okay, so if f against x, okay, then k is your gradient. If x against f, then gradient is 1 over k. All right, okay. So what else? What else need to be bear in mind? Even though this is exactly the same as your experiment you did before, but they still might have some changes that confuse you. Okay, so maybe they will change the weight hanger into a plastic bottle, 500 ml bottle. Then you add water in yourself. Okay? Or maybe they change this spring to something elastic. Okay, they may so they will modify the experiment. They won't be exactly the same as your experiment before. Then okay, the graph that you are going to draw. If you're Chinese, normally you learn in primary school, 横超直反，横就是超中心变数 ，OK，直的就是反应性变数。Saying that x-axis must be MV, y-axis must be RV. Okay, Kai Shen, is there a weighing machine to measure the weight of plastic bottle? Hi, Yisong. Is that Yisong? If they don't give you slotted weight, for example, they fix the weight for you already, yes, there will be a weighing scale. There will be a weighing scale here. Okay, then you need to weight it yourself. For example, weight the water. Okay, so depends how they modify, but basically concept is this lah. And then actually remember this, 1 ml of water equals to 1 gram of water. So in case of weighing the water, we can use measuring cylinder to measure the volume of water. Because water is, what's the density of water? 1 gram per centimeter cube. So actually, what is 1 centimeter cube? 1 centimeter cube is 1 ml, means 1 gram. Okay, if they don't give you weighing machine, means they will give you measuring cylinder to add water yourself. Okay, sure they got some method to let you measure, control your MV, right? Now, then you set up like this. Okay, set up like this. Then they might give you a pin as a pointer, they might not. If not, you just use your own ruler lah, to measure your first reading, which is original length. Okay, so this one, how you hold the meter rule all the time, is it? I no need that. So use retort stand, retort clamp, and clamp it. Right? Understand? Okay, so they would ask you how to set up lah, right? Then sometimes they give you steps. But last year SPM they asked you to write the step. Okay, let's see how to write step first. Okay, carry out experiment using the step below. So actually number one is we set up the apparatus, arrange apparatus. You tell lah, you hang something, blah, 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 as in diagram 1.1. Okay. Then you say measure the original length of the metal spring. You want to make it as number 2 also can. But normally we write all in number 1. So number 1 is set up. You can use your own sentence. Then you might ask active voice or passive voice. For Form 5, we all use both also can. You want active, you want passive, doesn't matter. But last time, yes, you must use passive voice. Alright. So I'm not sure when you get into college or university, it need to be passive voice or active voice, you ask lah. But in SPM, both also can, doesn't matter. Okay, then what is it? Oh, okay, for example, this is active voice. Passive, this is active voice. Active voice sentence. This is passive voice sentence. So arrange the apparatus. So passive voice sentence, we say apparatus is arranged. Apparatus are arranged. Okay. Now cannot see the slide. Oh, okay. Okay. I just reshare lah. Sometimes like that, when I reshare, can see it. Okay, so okay. So can see now. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so active voice, for example, active voice. I eat an apple. Passive voice. An apple is eaten by me. Okay. Salah bahasa. Dia makan sebiji apple. Sebiji apple dimakan olehnya. Okay, active, passive. 他被做什么啊？他被怎样怎样，这叫 passive. Okay. When I was in university, we are required to use passive voice sentence because we are required to use this because my mentor say this is a report. already done. You did it before. So what you have done. So it's what you did. So it's the things done by you or something. Okay. But in SPM doesn't matter active passive. Okay. So now okay, so next what should be done? Okay. So number 2, normally what we say set MV. Set MV like you put what blah 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 blah. This is your MV lah. Since this is your manipulated variable, you put 20 gram, 50 gram. If your experiment is bottle lah, you say you put in 200 ml of water, something. Since the bottle can contain 500 ml of water, I guess it's 100, 200. I'm not so sure. Okay, then you set up your MV and then you measure record. I prefer you use the word measure. Measure the length of metal spring L. Means original is here, then it extend become L. Let's say that the ruler got 2 sides, right? Meter rule is like this. Okay, so this is normally you see 99 only. Why? Because the H at the end is 100, so they don't write it. Okay, then this is 1. 1, 2, 3. So this is 98, 97, blah, blah, blah. So when you refer to the length, you look at the side with the reading increasing reading, right? So let's say here is 37 cm. This is your L naught, no? Then it will extend to how much? Let's say 20 gram. 20 gram, it will extend to 41 cm. This is your L1. Then what is extension X? I believe all of you still remember. X means extension, means the change of the length. Means L1 minus L naught. So it will be 41 minus 37. So X1 is 4 cm. Okay, so this is your data. Then record where? Record in the table. So normally, sometimes they will ask you to draw the table, tabulate the value. Sometimes they prepare the table for you. Okay. So we will have a few sets of data, right? So this is your RV. Okay. So step 2, set up your MV, then measure your RV by using, for example, your RV is like, so by using meter rule. This is the way you write steps. Okay, now measure the value 1, blah, 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 record, blah, blah, blah. This one, you say measure, then you record. Record where in the table, no? Then the last So actually, number 2, I advise you to write MVRV. Number 3, you write measure RV. Number 4, you write repeat step 2 and 3 by using mass with what. Must take the 4 numbers. Okay, must take the 4 numbers. Okay, so this is how we write steps. Okay, for example, let's write steps for one experiment we have done before. Okay, let's say we are going to study the relationship between we are going to study the relationship between current and potential difference. Okay, then set up the apparatus. This is battery, and one battery enough. One battery enough. Then connect to ammeter, connect to rheostat, connect to a resistance, then connect to a voltmeter. Okay, now, can you tell me what is your first step? So remember 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1, set up apparatus as in diagram above. Okay. Number 1. Number 2, set your MV. Anyone can tell me what is manipulated variable for this experiment? We want to study the relationship between current and potential difference. So your MV is, thank you, Gina, number of battery. So actually is, so we are controlling rheostat is used to control current, and we measure the potential difference of voltage. Then we can draw a graph like this. Okay. Okay, set the amplitude, then we can say how to control your current. Adjust what? How to control your current. Adjust what? To control your current. See, your current is your manipulated variable. Current is your manipulated. Oh, good. Oh, no. Adjust real control curve. And you must mention how many. Okay, normally we use 0.1 ampere. Must mention the number. Now see, here also they mention the first manipulated variable. Must is a must to mention the number. Okay. So now what to do next? So number 3 normally is measure RV. What is our RV? What is our RV? Since MV is current, RV would be potential difference. So how to measure potential difference from this circuit? Current we use ammeter to measure. So voltage we use what to measure? Yeah, the voltmeter. So then next we measure the RV means potential difference by using voltmeter and record the reading. Okay. So easy, very simple sentence enough. Okay. So fourth, say what? Repeat experiment. Or you all like to say repeat step 1 to 3 by using current I equals to 0.2 ampere, 0.3 ampere, 0.4 ampere, 0.5 ampere. Okay, or if you use 0.2, then maybe the next would be 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1.0. Done 4 steps. For physics experiment, quite easy. You don't need jumbo, chemical, or whatever. You just need to set up, then you test. With 5 manipulated variables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Sometimes we need to write more, but 80% of experiment report, we just need to write 4 steps enough. Set up apparatus as in the diagram. Set up MV with the number. Measure your RV by using watt and record the reading. Repeat experiment with 4 more MV. So total you got 5 manipulated variables. Current 5, right? That's all. Because this is quite straightforward, right? What's the formula for this Ohm's law? Ohm's law is V equals to IR. Means V equals to RI. See? V is y-axis, I is x-axis. This is gradient means resistance. For this kind, very easy. But sometimes some experiment, You need to calculate by using formula. And then you need to write more steps. Okay, what is it? For example, ticketing. But I don't think they will ask you ticketing. It's high cost. Okay, ticketing. High cost. They just give estimation. One student's about 40 ringgit, okay, for one whole year expenses. So I don't think they will ask for ticket time experiment. Sure, some simple experiment. Okay, maybe 10 years after they will ask, but now they won't. Sure, they give some simple, right? So now, okay, 4 steps. Step 1, okay, you want to screenshot. Step 1, set up apparatus. Step 2, set MV with number. Set MV with number. Step 3, measure RV by using what? Step 4, repeat experiment with 4 more MV. So totally you got 5 MV. You got 5 MV. That, right? So last year, yes, they asked for steps. But once you master the format and the skill, that easy, 4 steps only. And if you feel, yeah, I like to write long sentence, I might make 4, 5, and 6 sentence. Is it okay? No problem. As long as when examiner marks, we got these 4 points. You want to make long sentence, more sentence can be problem. Right, so now repeat with this. So how is the table? So I'm sure you must have mass. Then you must have L naught, then L minus L naught, then X or something like that. Okay. Then now, based on the experiment conducted, you are required to state the manipulated variable and responding variable. Okay. So now, can you please type your answer for MV and RV? You may just type MV whatever, RV whatever. Gentile, correct. Very good. Ready? Okay, so now we have yes, precaution step, yes. Normally at the end they will ask. No, normally last part they will ask. Okay, last part they will ask. Can. Okay, so if you are not sure, just think back the formula F equals to Kx. And this is easier to control, so we can say force or we say weight. We can say weight. of the slotted mass or slotted weight. So actually, what is a weight? Weight equals mg, and then it's in Newton. So actually, weight is a force. Or you say force applied on the spring. Okay. Or you say, since they use mass, we can say mass of the slotted weight. Okay, no problem. Okay. Their corresponding variable is extension of the spring. Now, okay, so since this is MV, this is RV, extension of the spring. Okay, now I have a question. Can I write in this way? For corresponding variable, the change of the spring. Can I write this? Yes or no? Please answer in typing. 谢谢凯旋。Yes or no? Okay, 2 votes. Who else? Yes. Sorry. Sorry. No. Yay! Correct. Very good. Yeah. Answer is no. Wrong. Because here does not have physical quantity. Variable means you must take something in physical quantity. Means something have unit you can measure. Change. Apa itu change? Change can be length, volume, size. Size cannot. Many things are what change is it? Temperature. But extension is length in cm. Okay, so when you answer variable, you must answer in physical quantity. Okay, like for example, this one. Anyone can. Okay, so for this one, let's say. So we know that we know that MV for here is current. Can I say the MV as the reading of ammeter? Yes or no? Yes. The MV is current, but can I say the reading of ammeter? Can I say the reading of ammeter as MV? Okay, no. No. Okay, thank you. Brandman, coaching, Kaixuan. Yes, no. Because reading is not a quantity, not a physical quantity. Apa itu physical quantity? For example, length equals to 10 cm. This you write on left hand side is physical quantity. You write on right hand side, this is called magnitude, this is called unit. Alright? Reading is not a physical quantity, so please tell it is a color. But if you are taking science, SPM general science, okay lah, can lah, they accept this. But since you are taking physics, they require you to have more specific term, right? Okay, so remember your MV must be a physical quantity. Your variable all MV or VCV all must be physical quantity. So normally you just think back your formula, just apply here. Okay, then next calculate the extension, blah, blah, blah. Tabulate the value of, normally they will ask you how to tabulate your value. So your MLX. Okay, so MLX. So you can say X equals to L minus L naught. Okay, then this table is 6 mark. How to get 6 mark? Okay, first of all, this is your MV, this is your RV. But before your RV, you must record your L first. So this is part of your RV lah. But this is the real RV we want. Okay, so first, we will give you a tick for physical quantity with symbol. You don't need to write full words, just write symbol. Because they already mentioned MLX in the steps before. They already mentioned. MLX. They mentioned. So no need to write full words, just write MLX. Once you mention before, you can just use it. Okay. Then M is in gram. So physical quantity. Then if you have all units, if you lack of one, sorry, no marks. cm. This is in cm too. Oh, then you got second things. After that, you must have 5 manipulated variables. Okay. Of course, I draw by using ruler nicely. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Why don't use 10? Because 10 is not heavy enough to extend the spring. Okay, then L naught on top, let's say 37. So just now our reading is 41. So here you no need to show calculation, just 41 minus 30, 4 cm. Okay, how many decimal needed? Yeah, very good. Actually, it is another knowledge. So, how many decimal depends on the smaller scale of your measuring tools. So actually, for this one, the gram, if it is slotted weight, 20 gram, okay, 20 or 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. If it is slotted weight, like this, fixed already, no need decimal. Okay. But when cm like this, the smallest scale is what? 0.1. So please write 41.0. Okay. Let's say second one you get 45.5. So here you get 8.5. Okay, make sure you add the 0 at the back. everything, let's say you got one decimal, then everything in that column. Column means the vertical one must have one decimal place. Okay? If, let's say, if your RV is something, maybe you need to divide it by 2. For example, the pendulum one, T1 plus T2 divided by 2, let's say is 3.1 plus 3.5 divided by 2, you will get 3.1 plus 3.4 divided by 2, you will get 3.25. But other reading is like maybe 2.1. I remember to add one more zero here. Make sure they have 2 decimal in one column. And we'll call this as consistence. So we will say is the third tick, we say consistency. Means the column, do you have same decimal numbers or not? Consistency. So make sure you check, all right? Okay, let's say your RV is 10.3 ml of water. So you make sure you have, let's say the next one you get 12 ml. Make sure you add 1 0 here because the smaller scale is 1, the accuracy up to 1 decimal, so you must have everything 1 decimal, right? Then down here you don't need write G anymore, unit anymore, because you already written on top. Okay, so this is how we answer the table. We draw the table. Okay. Maximum 2 decimal place. Not necessary. For example, you want to make 3 decimal place also can. Just that when you draw graph, it might be a problem. Okay, it might be a problem. Oh. I forgot something. Okay, so now next, so table draw like that. Okay, then plot a graph x against m. Means x is on your y-axis, against m is your x-axis. Then make sure you write unit here too. Okay, then based on your graph, state the relationship between x and m. Okay, now can, hey, what's wrong? Can you type the relationship in the chat? x and m. It will be like this graph because f equals to kx. Now we use m represent force, and then x is x. Yay, Tao, very good. Yes, Nicole. Ready, Matthew. Your sentence not complete, so your sentence not complete. Like that can. Okay, so can I write this? M increases, X increases 2. Can I write this? Yes or no? Now me correct. Can I write this? In Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Junho. The rest, just guess, just guess. Yes, no. Okay. Yes, no. Okay, answer is no. Because they say based on your graph. Since you already draw a graph. Yeah, thank you. Since you already draw your graph, means this is a conclusion already. This is a conclusion. Not complete, cannot. Hi, Naomi. I see you. Okay. So this one is relationship. Yes, but it is normally we write this in hypothesis. Means we guess. Yes, m increases, x decreases. Once we have analyzed and we get a graph like this, we can get our conclusion. They start from 0. Yes, they directly proportional. Yeah. Okay. So directly proportional. Can I get my yes or no? No, no. Yeah, very good. No, cannot. Because the sentence not complete. You must tell x is directly proportional to m, or m is directly proportional to x. Understand? Okay, then calculate the gradient k of the graph against m. So the gradient here is m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so k equals to what? Okay, this one, let's see how to draw the graph later. Okay, F. If another metal spring is added parallelly on diagram 1.2, what will happen to the extension of the metal spring? What will happen? Normally they ask for, will it something increase or something decrease? Yeah, so extension of spring will decrease, right? That's it. Decrease. Parallel means berat sama dipikul, ringan sama dijinjing, right? Okay, now precaution steps. Precaution steps. Precaution steps. Yes, normally they will ask. So here you can remember some general precaution steps. Number one is about taking the reading. Okay, when we take the reading, actually we are our eye level. Our eye level, how? Our eye level parallel or perpendicular? Yay, thank you, Nico. Parallel or perpendicular? 谢谢郑涛. Okay, actually is per eye level perpendicular to the scale of, let's say we are using ruler, we say meter ruler. Let's say this one, we are using ammeter, we say ammeter. Okay, so why? Because this is your ruler or meter rule. This is your eye. So your eye actually is perpendicular to the ruler. Perpendicular. Okay, this is some general precaution statement. But of course, at that time, the fan must be off. If not, it will. But I remember this is not one of the schema that you can write. Okay, what else? For example, those. This is the general one. If the experiment is about time, then only we mention, for example, pendulum. For example, the inertia. Only measuring time, then we say take two reading and get an average data only for time. Because sometimes the time we use our eyes to catch, and so the result might be not precise. So we need to take the average reading, average data. Okay, one very practical solving problem is Our school just have sports day. Normally, number one, we got 3 teachers. You'll see the teachers all sit under the tents. 3 teachers take the time for number one. And another 3 teachers take the time for number 2. Number 3 also another 3 teachers. Then number 4, 2 teachers. Number 5, 2 teachers. Number 6, 1 teachers. Because normally no number 6. Okay, why need 3 teachers? Because we want to get the average reading. It will be more precise. Or sometimes when it starts to run, but the time we take, we start the time is different. All right. Now it is graph X against M. Okay, graph X against M. So normally we draw like this. Okay, then gram, mass in gram, X in cm. After we draw, we get the best fit. Okay, we get the best fit from 0. Best fit. Best fit means, best fit means if you don't touch any point, also doesn't matter. As long as you mix them, balance. Okay, the best is like this lah, or like this. That's right. Okay. Or something like this lah. This is called best fit line. Okay. Most of the physics need to draw graph. Okay. So I think totally only got 15 marks lah. This is 2021 Selangor trial paper. 2021 Selangor trial paper. You can search from internet if you want. Okay. I just feel this is suitable to explain, so I chose this lah. Okay. So you can screenshot lah if you want. This is the schema. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, go. Can I see the graph with K? This graph. Okay. Graph with K. The gradient is K. Oh yeah, one more thing. When you want to draw gradient, make sure you draw the big triangle. Let's say this is the line. Once you plot already, the line you draw is called graph. So you no need care about the point you plot. No need. You just care about the graph. So let's say when you want to find a point, you don't need to find a point here. You can find a point easy for you to get coordinate. Okay, like this and like this. Then you draw a big triangle. Use ruler. You draw a really big triangle. Really big triangle. I must show this. This is 1 mark. Where? Here. This is 1 mark. Okay. Do not draw the gradient too small. For example, like this. Cannot. Your gradient must be bigger than half of your graph. So if you can draw as big as possible, then you save lah. Now like this, wow, too small. Like this, also very small. Okay, make sure you make your gradient more than half of your graph. This one don't have. This one okay. Okay. Okay lah. So I think that's all. Or you want this, is it? Why am I? Why like that? Very blunt. Okay, so I think I I explained the format already. Anyone got any question? Can ask now. Do you have any question? Can I see the first page again? Can, but this page stuck now. Semak kan. Now make sure you semak and you tick. If anything you don't have, raise hand. May I have this? I want to copy the graph you draw. Which one? I draw one graph. I draw one graph. Same thing, but the graph I draw same as this one. Teacher, will SPM give an experiment that isn't in textbook? Like maybe they modify it or they just take a certain topic and make up the experiment for it. Yes, possible. They will give something, some experiment a little similar to textbook, but they modify it. Okay, for example, last year, I'm so shocked when I get a paper. I almost shocked. Okay, normally we do refraction of light in this by using rectangular lens, refraction of light. Last year they give circular lens, glass block. Okay, we all thought they will have TIR, total internal reflection experiment, but no, they are using, so in their instruction they say like point the light ray where? Oh, okay, sorry. Normally TIR we point light ray from the circular one. But last year they say point light ray from the air. Then you measure the angle here. Okay, I. So yes, they might give something different from your textbook. So they modify it, so read the instruction properly. Okay, for TIR, we point the light from the circle part. But last year experiment, they say point the light from the air. Yes. Okay, any other questions? Teacher, what if the question asks why all the points plotted on the graph doesn't add a straight line? They won't ask that. They won't ask that. Not on the straight line, there are many reasons. Some may be your spring experience, what is it called? What is it called? Experience the, yeah, I will upload to the YouTube. Yeah, experience, what is it called? I know not everyone is free at this time. What is this point called? I forgot. Spring limit. Some spring, they might have spring limit. They all exceed the spring limit with elastic limit, elastic limit. Okay? So when I upload, you can just forward to the card you want to see lah. Then you post lah. The point we recorded doesn't lie at the line. Then you find best fit lah. Then you find best fit lah. Sometimes not on the line, then that's why we find best fit point. Best fit point. It's not always happen to me. It's real life. Always not in a fixed line. Okay, and one more thing you be careful is your first X. So actually your M is here, your X is here. Your X is after you minus L minus L, after you minus, all right? After you minus. If you put X as L naught, if you start from, let's say, 37, yeah, you won't get the line started from 0. You must make sure your X1 is after, sorry, after your L1 minus L, sorry, L1 minus L naught. Okay, any other questions? Okay lah, if no questions, you all can rest already lah. Okay, if you still have questions, can stay lah. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye. No correction tape. Yes, just cross. All right. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye bye.
Good night. Good night. Yeah. Good night. Any other questions to ask? Okay lah. Thank you everyone. Bye.